could this have happened?
How'd we get so far?
Thought we were a family.
Now here we are.
Together we stand, but never
Was planned.
showed up on a sunny day. Love has a funny way of arriving unexpected. Together we stand, but never
Was planned. Showed up on a sunny day. Love has a funny way of arriving unexpected.
together we stand. Together
We stand. This is gonna be great.
Do you think it's safe to have the light on?
Mom and Dad can't see the light from their room. Why take a chance of bumping into something in the dark?
Good thinking.
Ta-da! We got it! Finally. First, we had to make friends with Billy Ketchum because he's got a father who owns a video store. Then it takes 6 weeks on Billy Ketchum's underground video waiting list, which costs $5 to get on and $10 to get off. It's extortion.
It's X-rated.
It's the greatest night of our lives! Actually, it's not rated X, it's rated R.
What's the difference?
Billy Ketchum's conscience. See, his father doesn't stock any X-rated tapes, and Billy won't rent out any R-rated tapes to anyone under 17.
Then how do we get this?
Told him we were 17. It's a good thing Billy Ketchum's conscience is an idiot.
Island of the Lost Cheerleaders.
Part 1 of the Cheerleaders trilogy.
What's part 2?
They get rescued from the island. Takes place in a foreign airport. It's called Cheerleaders Go Through Customs.
Part 3?
Cheerleaders behind bars.
Hey, how do you know all this?
The Billy Ketchum Risk Your Butt TV guide.
How big a risk?
Sam, we get caught by Mom or Dad viewing this particular motion picture extravaganza. And well, you see the color of my hair?
Uh-huh.
You like this color?
Uh-huh.
You like it where you sit?
Uh-uh. Hey, are there any other movies on now? Frankenstein.
Sam, Frankenstein is dead bodies strung together. Cheerleaders is live bodies in string bikinis. No contest.
Jack, if somebody comes, we use this. We go from tape to TV. We say we have to watch Frankenstein for school.
For what, monster class? Sam, there's nothing to worry about. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. Mom and Dad are deep in dreamland. What could go wrong?
White bread? Have a piece of white bread, Chairman Mao? No, I don't have any egg rolls. Why heavens, white bread? White bread! David!
I got it. Nat. Wow.
David,
Yeah?
honey, hang up the phone.
Then why'd you call me?
I'm having a bad dream.
Oh, Lori.
I dreamt we were having dinner,
Oh, what's the matter, honey?
and it was you and Jack, and Amy and I, and we invited Mao Zedong and Pearl Bailey.
There's a fun couple.
There was this big tureen in the middle of the table, and when I uncovered it, all I was serving was a loaf of white bread.
Okay, calm down. Now, that's not the worst nightmare I've ever heard. It's hardly even a bad dream. I mean, it is a bad dream in the sense that I wouldn't want it, but...
When I looked at Jack, he turned into a loaf of white bread, too. And I turned Amy into a jar of mayonnaise. And when I looked at Mal and Pearl, they turned into children. And David, you know who they were? Do you know what this means?
Of course I do. Now have your way with me and let's go to sleep.
It was Sam and Sally, surrounded by white bread. I was white bread.
I was white bread.
No, you were rye bread. But David, when I touched Sam and Sally, they started to develop white bread crust. And I woke up.
Laurie, you shouldn't be troubled by bread dreams. Dreams can mean a million things.
This dream can only mean one thing.
You want to open a bakery?
It means that deep down inside, I know I've done the wrong thing, and I've made you do the wrong thing.
No, we didn't.
We adopted a Chinese boy and a black girl. We never thought about adopting their heritage, and I don't know how. We're raising him in this gingerbread house. I don't know anything about Oriental culture, and I don't know enough about the teachings of Martin Luther King, except that he had a good dream and I didn't.
We can't sleep.
Why not?
Her nightlight. Sally can't sleep without a nightlight. I mean, I think she's too old to need a nightlight, don't you? No, I guess you don't.
We were up.
Why?
Your mother had a nightmare.
I know, and she named it Jack. And it's my brother, but I forgive you, Mom. Get some sleep.
Hi, Sally.
Hi.
You won't feel this way in the morning. Things just get magnified in the middle of the night.
You sure?
Of course, you can't let all this bread and mayonnaise affect you.
Where are you going?
Kitchen, I'm starving.
Sam, I haven't put the movie in yet. Sorry. And I'd appreciate a little style here, okay? This film is for mature adults, and I think we should find it within ourselves to behave like... Are we sitting close enough? Come on, Sam, grow up.
The brain you stole, Fritz. Think of it. The brain of a dead man waiting to live again in a body I made.
And just what do you two think you're doing at 10 after 2 in the morning?
It was the only time the movie was on, Dad.
What movie?
All the times for anybody to come.
Frankenstein. Frightened, huh? So was I the first time I saw it, and I didn't even see it in the middle of the night. So I don't blame you. How come you don't look frightened, Jack?
The frightening part hasn't come yet, Dad.
It does soon.
I'm hoping it won't.
Look, even though it's a weekend, I don't like you two staying up this late to watch monster movies.
Okay, good night.
Oh, there. What do you think? I was never your age? You think I'm not an understanding father when it comes to Frankenstein?
He's gonna let us watch. We're gonna get out of it. We are...
We'll just record the movie and look at it tomorrow.
Dad! We're two dead little boys.
Wait a minute.
Orphan. Adopted. Dead. The Sam Randall story.
There already is a tape in here.
Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death.
Island of the lost cheer.
Cheerios.
What?
What?
Island of the Lost Cheerios. It's, cereal. cereal. It's a movie cereal.
Oh, I see.
You think I'm an idiot, don't you? But I'm not. Anyone can see with half an eye that there's something wrong. And I've 2 eyes and pretty good ones at that.
Well, I came down for a sandwich, and your movie's almost over anyway, so why don't you watch the end of it and then go right to sleep?
Are we still alive?
It's alive! It's alive!
We did it. Dad knows we're up, and it's okay. He must have a soft spot in his heart for Frankenstein. And I need to donate an organ to science.
Oh, come on, Jack. Let's turn it off and go to sleep.
Are you crazy? We're covered. We got caught and survived. What could happen to us now?
You have created a monster and it will destroy you.
Shut up.
Jack, I don't think this is
He's making a sandwich. We have 3 minutes before he comes back.
Boy, is it hot on this lost island. I'm sure glad we're all wearing bikinis under our cheerleader uniform.
Good actress.
Academy Award winner.
Oh, no! A great white shark has jumped out of the water, and he's coming after me. He's trying to bite off the top of my bikini.
Go, shark! Go, shark!
What are you worried about? Dad said we could watch.
Watch Frankenstein.
So I'll watch Frankenstein.
This tropical sun is so strong. What can we do so we won't have tan lines?
It doesn't want to watch Frankenstein.
David? Sam?
Hi.
Sam. Oh, you couldn't sleep either.
Hi.
How many nights have you been up like this without telling me?
Hi.
There's something bothering you, isn't there?
Why is that shipwrecked sailor looking at our bikinis like that?
David, did you know that Sam...
I know exactly. Come here.
But
Come here.
Hey, watch your hands, buddy. Gee, if it isn't sharks, it's natives.
All right, where are you? What do you have to say for yourself? Hooray for Hollywood?
they're watching what?
Honey, calm down.
No, I will not be raising smut merchants in my house.
You're not raising smut merchants. You're raising 2 normal boys who are going through a normal rite of passage.
Those cheerleader movies are not normal, David.
Nothing happens in them. Lori, my first reaction was to turn off the television and send them to their room for 3 weeks. But I didn't see how that would stop them from being normal boys. Honey, it's girls in bikinis, and they managed to keep their bikinis on through the whole picture.
How do you know? I shouldn't be up at this time of the night anyway.
Neither should we. And if we weren't, I wouldn't have walked in on a natural part of their young lives.
You're condoning dirty movies.
Absolutely not.
You're condoning girls in bikinis.
Oh, yeah. I like them. And Jack and Sam can see whatever's in that movie at any beach. Lori, remember the first time we went to the beach? And I saw you in a bikini?
I have a headache.
Why?
Are there any Chinese cheerleaders in that movie?
I don't think so.
I have a headache because I'm not even showing Sam the right kind of smut. What kind of mother am I?
Lori.
David, if Jack falls in love with a white cheerleader, is that okay?
Of course, I did.
And if Sam falls in love with a white cheerleader? And if Sally falls in love with a white person because everybody else here did?
It's right to give these children your home and your love.
But it's not right to give them my heritage. And it's the only heritage I know. I'm gonna ruin their lives because I don't know what their lives should be. I'm not the right mother for these children. Sleeping with a nightlight?
All her life, lots of children like a light on. That she's scared of the dark has nothing to do with us.
Then how come she wasn't scared of the dark at the adoption home?
Huh? Sally, you didn't sleep with a light when you lived at the adoption home?
I like that ice cream doesn't know what time it is, and you can have it whenever you want.
Sam?
Oh, no! This is it. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Suppose you're gonna tell Mom and Dad about the movie we're watching, aren't you?
Nope. I'm gonna watch it with you.
What?
Turn it back on.
I'm not turning it back on. The whole house is up, and it's not a movie for you.
Why not? I like movies.
Well, you wouldn't like this one.
How come?
Come on, Amy, you saw what this movie was about.
I saw girls in little bathing suits.
Right.
So what was it about? Ow. The plot. You must have had some plot for you to be so interested in it. It was an adventure story, okay?
They're these girls. Cheerleaders. There's nothing wrong with that.
Nope.
So they get lost on this island. Where against impossible odds, they somehow manage to keep their bathing suits on.
We must have picked up the wrong movie by mistake. We didn't know it was Cheerleaders Island. We thought it was Treasure Island. We thought it was Fantasy Island. We thought it was Gilligan's Island.
Sam, forget the movie. Your mother has something she feels she needs to tell you and Sally at 2:45 in the morning, so sit down.
I know it's going to be hard for you to understand how I feel because this is a new feeling I have, and I don't actually understand it yet myself. But a lot of the way I am is because of my own mother. And she's this little white lady in Sioux Falls who lives in this little white house. And she never taught me anything Oriental or black spirituals because I guess she always assumed I was going to have white children, so what a surprise on her. Sam, you're Chinese.
That's right.
Now, I very much admire what little I know about the Eastern way of life. The meditations and the philosophies,
Thank you.
but I don't know enough to teach you anything. Or you, Sally. I don't know enough about how to live as a black person to teach you. Do you understand what I mean? When you look at me, isn't it hard for you to believe I'm your mother?
May I please have some more ice cream?
No.
You're my mother.
Do you understand what it is that I'm feeling?
You're uncomfortable. I can understand that.
You can?
Sure. You're uncomfortable being white. How can we help you?
Oh, look! An airplane! We're rescued! Wait a minute. I don't think that plane's from America.
Don't miss part 2. Cheerleaders go through customs.
Like the movie, Jack?
Not as much with my sister around.
Are you going to recommend it to your friends for its artistic merit or its moral content?
Amy, I don't see what me or my friends think of this movie has anything to do with you.
It doesn't. But what the guys in my grade think of movies like these, that they sneak downstairs to watch, has plenty to do with me.
Why?
Because these movies make some of the guys in my grade think that the only girls worth knowing are the ones with sweaters out to here and impossible faces. And if you grow up to be one of the guys that believes that, then there are a lot of girls worth knowing who aren't going to want to know you.
How'd you get to be so smart?
I go to the movies.
Which ones?
Romances. Real love.
Want to watch my favorite one with me?
What, Mom and Dad's old mush? No way.
It's about kids our age.
I'm kind of tired.
It has sword fights.
Amy, I'm exhausted. I'm asleep on my feet.
It's rated R.
What do you know? A second wind.
It's about this son from one family and this daughter from another family. And the families don't want their children to see each other. And what this film shows is how real love is more important than anything. Even cheerleaders.
But what's it called? Who's it by?
Just watch the movie.
Origami. I used to do origami. And my all-time favorite girl group is the Supremes. I don't think that's enough to be their mother.
You love these two sleeping children?
David, I love them so much my heart hurts.
Well, that's enough for them. Why can't it be enough for you?
Because there are things a mother should be able to teach her children.
Like what a family is? And how to eat right? And look both ways? Lori, you know Mrs. Hortensia?
Jack's history teacher?
Uh-huh. Well, Jack learns a lot about his heritage from her, and you know what? She doesn't love him.
Yeah, she gave him a C-.
And next year, Jack will have another teacher who'll teach him a little more about his heritage. But you know who his mother's gonna be next year? So you want to be their teacher, or you want to be their mommy?
Mommy.
Tomorrow, when the library opens, which should be any minute, we'll get some Asian and black reference books.
But what can we do now?
We can tuck them in.
Oh, Mom.
That's me. Don't forget to check her nightlight. Sam, why didn't Sally want a nightlight at the adoption home?
She did. The adoption home couldn't always give everybody what they wanted.
Hi. What you watching?
Romeo and Juliet.
Wait a minute. Romeo and Juliet? Isn't that rated R? Shouldn't you be accompanied by a mature adult?
I am, Dad.
Okay, then. Oh, by the way, Lori.
Yeah?
You know what I noticed while I was making my sandwich?
What?
We're out of white bread.
Later tonight, Magnum's back in a special 2-hour season premiere, and he's fighting a deadly duel of brawn and brains. But first, moving to Brooklyn puts a Beverly Hills teen to the test in the premiere of Better Days, next.